Hello Newcastle fans TV, and Fabricio Coloccini is off. He is expected to be going to San Lorenzo. He's put out a statement today, quite a long emotional statement I would have to say it, from our captain, well former captain it'll now be. So he's come out and said that he's obviously thanks the fans first and foremost. He's thanked individuals such as behind the backroom staff, even things like waitresses, you know, and chefs, and even people like that. So he's gone on record and thanked them. Although it's not on video, it's still something to give back to the fans. Not the greatest way to go out, but you know, we'll come on to Coloccini's achievements and his lack of form in a moment. But he's come out and thanked. He's explained the reasons why. So fair credit to him. He's come out and said, look, this is the reason why I'm leaving. I love Newcastle. You took me in as a foreigner and adopted me as one of your own. I become captain. And so on and so on. So he goes on, and then he expressed his desire not to leave Newcastle because of Newcastle. He wants to leave because his family are halfway across the world and he misses his wife and his dear children so much. I can totally get that, being a father myself. I can totally understand that reason. So he's going to go to San Lorenzo, and it is expected that he'll sign in the next 48 hours at San Lorenzo. We all know that he was pictured in a restaurant, which you'll see on your screen there. You can see that he was pictured in a restaurant meeting with officials, and then they posed with his shirt just literally a few hours later. That went viral on social media. So, Coloccini then, what has he done in the 8 years since he's been here? So, remember Kevin Keegan actually signed him. Do you remember that? In 2008 for, it was 10.3 million from Deportivo La Coruña. That was the first season in that first season, Newcastle struggled big time. Remember, we had three managers, like Keegan, Kinnear and Shearer, as we got relegated. But going back down to the Championship, that's where his form started to materialise. Newcastle blew the league away quite easily, and then Newcastle had a mid-table finish, and then also Newcastle finished 5th in that season after that as well. And he actually Coloccini got in Team of the Year that year as well. And he was also appointed club captain under Alan Pardew when Kevin Nolan left for West Ham. Right, so sounds promising so far, but a loss of form in the last probably 2.5 year to 3 year. Injuries and the constant desire to return back to home didn't help the situation at all. Yes, his family are there, we know that, but he's hinted on several times, and we all thought he was going to go last summer, and then bizarrely at the start of last season he signed a contract extension. I mean, I'd done the video on that and I was blown away from that. And he's also very close friends with Jonas Gutierrez as well, so how the club tread him wasn't the greatest, you know. So he's played 275 games, he's scored 7 goals, he's got 39 international caps for Argentina, one of the world's best sides, and he scored the 1 goal for them. So if he's got 39 caps, he must have been doing something right at one point. People are too easy to get to criticise Coloccini the last 3 years, but what about after the first year, what about the next 3 in between, you know? His legacy at Newcastle, so he was given the captain's armband. It was a bit of a strange one by Pardew. Maybe that's because at the time Pardew felt that Coloccini was his most influential or the best player to keep him at the squad perhaps. In times of desperation, when Newcastle struggled the last 3 seasons when flirting with relegation, Newcastle didn't have a leader. There was all sorts going on in the backroom staff, with stadium change names, managers getting hired left, right and centre, people falling out in the boardroom, you know. We needed a captain to come out and say, look, this is wrong, I apologise. Coloccini really spoke to the fans. He was really seen doing community work as well. And on the pitch, where was his voice? Where was his organisation? Where was his passion? It lacked massively on the field when Newcastle needed leaders. The highlights, of course, he had a great spell, as I've already covered, for 3 years, where we won the Championship, mid-table and Premier League, and 5th of the year. He got in Team of the Year, and he also won North East Footballer of the Year as well. So some fans are going to miss him. It seems, to be honest, I'm speaking on behalf of myself here, but the vast majority of fans seem unfortunately want the back of him. Let me know what you think of Coloccini in your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching Newcastle Fans TV. See you later.